Well, firstly, the man being held in connection with the killing is Ali Harbi Ali, whose father is a former advisor to the Prime Minister of Somalia. He's believed to live in a council-owned flat on a street in North London in an area popular with celebrities and politicians, where properties can sell for around $3 million. So this gives an idea of the background of the alleged suspect. And police originally detained him after the attack on suspicion of murder, but now he's being held for questioning under the Terrorism Act of 2000. And he can be held until Friday for questioning. He's been moved to a more secure police station in London, and though he's not known to have been on any databases of the security services, he has been referred to the Prevent scheme, which is a voluntary scheme meant to help people who may be influenced by extremist material. There's been plenty of discussion, therefore, about whether or not there should be a better intelligence surrounding people like him, whether he could have posed a threat, and indeed about what kind of security should be in place for members of Parliament, especially surrounding their constituency surgeries. That's when members of the public can go and meet with an appointment their elected MP. In fact, it's been suggested that he didn't have an appointment, but Sir David Amess met him anyway in the Methodist Church, where he stabbed the Member of Parliament. So the Home Secretary has been talking about possible police protection for all MPs. That's 650 MPs once a week, every Friday when they're meeting their constituencies. That would be a massive undertaking. Also possible screening of people who may be trying to make appointments or walk-ins to see their Member of Parliament. But all of this seems to threaten the idea that British MPs should be accessible by the electorate. The idea is one that underlies British democracy, that the electorate can go and meet their MPs and discuss matters that are of importance to them, which they feel they want representation on in Parliament. And that's definitely a debate that's going to carry on going in the aftermath of this horrific attack.
Certainly the accessibility is such a foundational role of the democracy. There are similar incidents in the U.S. confounding what to do as well. But looking at the fact that an aspect of the story appears to be how he slipped through the intelligence network, that perhaps the MI5 and others weren't on him enough. That's not the first time that a domestic terrorist has apparently eluded the intelligence agencies now. Is that an aspect that's gaining traction in this story right now?
Well, for the moment, the indications seem to be that they believe he was a lone actor. He may be somebody who has been looking at extremist material himself, perhaps during that long lockdown period. There had been some fears that that period of lockdown, where people were restricted to their homes for quite so long because of the pandemic, might have encouraged some people to spend more time online in rabbit holes of extremism and then come out at the end of the lockdown period, potentially carrying out attacks like this. And there have been plenty who've said that the police and the intelligence services simply can't catch every single potential perpetrator of these kinds of attacks,